Hello. Today is Maundy Thursday, the night we remember Jesus' final meal with his disciples and the moment he washed their feet. I'll be reading from the Gospel of John, and after the reading, I'll share a short reflection on what this passage means to me. John 13, 1-17. It was just before the Passover festival. Jesus knew that the hour had come for him to leave this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. The evening meal was in progress, and the devil had already prompted Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot, to betray Jesus. Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I'm doing, but later you will understand." "No," said Peter, "you shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." "Then, Lord," Simon Peter replied, "not just my feet, but my hands and my head as well." Jesus answered, "Those who have had a bath need only to wash their feet. Their whole body is clean. And you are clean, though not every one of you." For he knew who was going to betray him, and that was why he said not everyone was clean. When he had finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes and returned to his place. "Do you understand what I've done for you?" he asked them. "You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you should also wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I've done for you. Very truly, I tell you, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than one who sent him. Now that you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them." John 13, 31-35. When he was gone, Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will glorify the Son in himself, and will glorify him at once. My children, I will be with you only a little longer. You look for me, and just as I told the Jews, so I tell you now. Where I'm going, you cannot come. A new command I give you: love one another. As I've loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." In this gospel, Jesus does something unexpected. He washes his disciples' feet. It's a simple act, but also a radical one. Love made low, love that serves. He tells us to follow his example, and sometimes that kind of love shows up in small, ordinary moments. For me, it happened at a family birthday party last year. So we had a joint birthday celebration for my husband George and my 10-year-old niece. It was a joyful, chaotic family moment. Balloons, laughter, too much food, and of course, the cake. But in our family, cake is a complex thing. Between vegan needs, food allergies, and picky eaters, no one cake could rule them all. George really wanted a matcha Swiss roll, his favorite. But I was stressed because our son not only dislikes matcha, but is on medication that limits green food. I asked George to consider something else, but he insisted. It was his birthday after all. And when the cakes came out, I was already upset. Then our son looked longingly at my niece's small chocolate cake. She hesitated when he asked to share, and honestly, who could blame her? It was her birthday too, and the cake was just for her. I started moaning to George. Why couldn't you have just picked a cake our son could eat? He fired back, frustrated that he couldn't even enjoy his birthday cake. We started bickering, old hurts creeping in, past birthdays, forgotten preferences, all of it bubbling up. It was not our finest moment. Then I turned and saw our son, happily eating chocolate cake, my niece's chocolate cake. I panicked. Did someone make her give it up? But she looked up, smiled, and said, It's okay. He can have half my cake. And in that moment, I was floored. Her simple act of generosity humbled me. While two middle-aged adults, who were supposed to be the love of their lives, fought over who was right, she led the way and loved. In John 13, Jesus doesn't lecture his disciples about love. He shows them. He kneels down and washes their feet. It was supposed to be someone else's job. It wasn't fair, but he did it anyway. That night, my niece didn't just share cake, she shared grace. She did the foot washing in her own small, holy way. Jesus says, As I have loved you, so you must love one another. Sometimes love looks like half a cake. Sometimes it looks like keeping quiet when you want to be right. That night, I didn't just learn about Jesus, I saw him through the love of a 10-year-old girl.